Hey everyone, the man of stumbling thoughts, Chaplain Dell, and I wanted to make a little video today emphasizing how our will, what we will to do, as led of the Lord, obviously, but our will is very important in how we choose to communicate or not communicate. So, communication first with the Lord in the spirit of truth, and then with other brethren is essential. And when people get to the point where they get so dogmatic in their belief systems, in other words, they think they know everything, they think they're so spot on that they refuse to communicate with the rest of the brethren, then that's when we have problems. When you cut people off at the knees because you've had a disagreement, for instance, is a well, it's a human trait, I guess. It's the love of many grow cold, and I think because people feel threatened or they feel attacked, it's a natural reaction to shut down communications. Um, but I also think that being transparent, and I'm talking within the body of believers, is essential. But it gets down to our wills. If we choose not to be transparent, if we choose not to communicate with one another in the spirit of truth, in the spirit of love, that's where we have the breakdown. And I'm not talking about some perverse, sentimental, pink and fluffy, flowery type of, I don't know, love. You know what I'm talking about here, like hold hands around the world kind of love. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about for the love of the Lord. If we really truly love the Lord, one of the things that I believe Jesus charges us with is to have open communication with people. And if you can't do that, really, it shows your lack of maturity. And actually, I think it shows it's a spotlight into your own pride and human frailty. Um, so, anyway, that's what I was thinking about this morning, how important it is to communicate in the spirit of truth and the spirit of love that the Bible instructs us to do. And you know, when communications break down, uh, sometimes there's no other choice but to put the truth out. Um, as for instance, as we see fit, or as I see fit in my case, I think it's very important. But I have to say that a lot of this, a lot of my videos and all, could have been avoided if the people were willing to communicate. But you know what? It's like the scribes and Pharisees of old. When you get so full of yourself and you confuse yourself, your own personal walk with the Lord, this is what happens: is people they get so full of themselves and their own conceit that they actually think that they're doing the Lord's work when they're not doing the Lord's work, and it's because of a lack of humility, a lack of um, seeing that they're fallible, a lack of seeing that, a lack of love for other people. It's really based in self. So again, communication is very important, and when people refuse to communicate, then that takes things to a whole nother level, where like when I do my videos, I feel forced to present the other side of the another side of what I can see that other people refuse to see. And I just wanted to say that this wouldn't have been necessary if communications weren't shut down, and it wasn't me that shut them down, but it was the pridefulness of a leader that wouldn't be that wouldn't allow himself to be challenged or even have discussions with people because he's so full of his own understanding and um, uh, biases, confirmation bias, what makes him feel comfortable. But we have to go beyond what makes us feel comfortable and be willing to communicate. And when you can't do that, well, there's no other choice to just state the truth as you see it. Okay, good day.